press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Welcome back. The remaining part, what we left regarding 15th A group elements, today we will discuss. For 15th A group elements, it will be the last class because of remaining part is phosphorus pentachloride. Still we have to discuss and oxy acids of phosphorus. The two topics are remaining. So here first we have to discuss about I would like to discuss about that preparation and properties of phosphorus pentachloride. So my dear students, this is important. Phosphorus pentachloride, molecular formula PCl5. Phosphorus pentachloride, molecular formula PCl5. How to prepare phosphorus pentachloride? How to prepare phosphorus pentachloride? Different type of preparations are there. I will explain some easy preparations. We know this. P4 plus Cl2 excess gives rise to PCl5. 4 PCl5, 10 Cl2. Phosphorus is treated with chlorine. Phosphorus is treated with chlorine to gives rise to phosphorus pentachloride. Already in last class, already we discussed regarding the preparation of PCl3. Just give a look to this. Suppose if it is P4 plus Cl2 gives rise to PCl3, here 6Cl2. 6Cl2 gives rise to PCl3. If number of chlorines are 10 Cl2, then it becomes phosphorus pentachloride. And here already I said that this preparation is said to be laboratory preparation. Preparation of phosphorus trichloride, and in this example we can use that phosphorus is white phosphorus. White phosphorus is treated with chlorine. White phosphorus is treated with chlorine to give rise to phosphorus trichloride. This is laboratory method, but this is not laboratory method. It is. So this is simple preparation. P4 plus NCl2 gives rise to 4 PCl5. Why we are discussing this? Because some correlation will be there. Relation means suppose if we consider P4 plus SOCl2 we took. SOCl2, all of you know about this. SOCl2 is called as thionyl chloride. SOCl2 is called as thionyl chloride. What happens when phosphorus treated with thionyl chloride? The answer is phosphorus trichloride plus SO2 plus S2Cl2. S2Cl2 is called as sulfur monochloride. Sulfur monochloride. So this equation was very important. When phosphorus combined with chlorine gives rise to phosphorus trichloride. Phosphorus combines with SOCl2. Phosphorus combines with SOCl2 gives rise to phosphorus trichloride and liberate SO2 gas and formation of S2Cl2. Here simple phosphorus, here the compound is thionyl chloride used to the preparation of phosphorus trichloride. Instead of thionyl chloride, if you consider, if you will take that SO2Cl2, SO2Cl2 is called as sulfuryl chloride. Sulfuryl chloride, my dear students, make a note, this is very important. That's why we discussed this preparation again here. If phosphorus is treated with sulfuryl chloride, what will be the answer is? Answer is simple, PCl5 plus SO2. It is phosphorus pentachloride. If phosphorus is treated with thionyl chloride, what will be the answer is? Phosphorus trichloride. These two chemical reactions are very important. My dear students, make a note to put one underline in your text and practice these two equations, very important. How to prepare PCl3 and PCl5? In examination point of view, they should ask like this: P4 plus SOCl2 gives rise to X. What is X? X is PCl3. X is sp3. X is pyramidal. Clear it is. And what will be the bond angle of X? 100 degrees. Bond angle in PCl3 is 100 degrees, pyramidal structure. Clear it is. Like this, P4 plus SOCl2 gives rise to PCl3. Here X, what is X? This is not cross, this is X. We have to find what is question mark. Suppose they should give like this: P4 plus SO2Cl2. It is gives Y. What is Y? Y is PCl5, or Y is sp3 dehybridization, or Y is trigonal bipyramidal. Clear it is. What is the shape of the Y? Trigonal bipyramidal. What is the shape? What is the hybridization of the Y? sp3d. What is Y? PCl5. Clear it is. Like this type of questions we have to practice a particular concept. If you are reading particular concept, you should practice like this type of questions. So it is a conversions, interconversions. You should consider these are also interconversions. In suppose there was given it is A followed by B followed by C. Like that, conversions are very important in organic as well as in inorganic also. So in these are the general preparations: P4 plus 10Cl2. P4 plus 10Cl2 gives rise to 4PCl3, general preparation, and P4 plus SO2Cl2. SO2Cl2 is called as thionyl chloride. Is it clear? SO2Cl2 is called as thionyl chloride. When phosphorus is treated with thionyl chloride, what will be the answer is phosphorus pentachloride, and liberation of what gas it is? Sulfur dioxide gas. So you should remember the names of these compounds: sulfuryl chloride, SO2Cl2, thionyl chloride, SOCl2. P4 plus thionyl chloride, PCl3. P4 plus SO2Cl2 or sulfuryl chloride gives rise to what? PCl5. That's why we have to compare these two equations, then you will get idea about this. Clear it is. Or suppose they should give like this: suppose see this reaction, PCl3 plus SO2Cl2. What is SO2Cl2? All of you know about this. SO2Cl2 is called as sulfuryl chloride. SO2Cl2 is called as sulfuryl chloride. Just you can interchange here. What we will get? PCl5 plus SO2. This is also one of the preparation of phosphorus pentachloride. Clear it is. Phosphorus trichloride treated with sulfuryl chloride. Phosphorus trichloride is treatment with sulfuryl chloride. Sulfuryl chloride gives rise to phosphorus pentachloride, and liberation of what gas it is? SO2 gas. Let us consider the interrelation. See this: P4 plus SOCl2 gives rise to A. A is treated with SO2Cl2 gives rise to B. What is A and B? P4 plus SOCl2. P4 plus SOCl2 gives rise to A. What is A? A is PCl3. PCl3 plus SO2Cl2. PCl3 plus SO2Cl2 gives rise to B. What is B? B is PCl5. What is A? Phosphorus trichloride, oily, just like oil like liquid. PCl3 is just like as a oil like liquid it is, and it is pyramidal shape. It is sp3 hybridization. While coming to the PCl5, trigonal bipyramidal shape, sp3 dehybridization. sp3 dehybridization, trigonal bipyramidal shape. So you have to notice these points. Clear it is. So this is also one of the preparation. PCl3 plus SO2Cl2 gives rise to PCl5 plus SO2, or phosphorus plus 10Cl2 gives rise to PCl5, or phosphorus plus SO2Cl2. What is SO2Cl2? Is called as sulfuryl chloride. Sulfuryl chloride gives rise to phosphorus pentachloride. These are the general preparations. While going to this side, this is the laboratory preparation. Laboratory preparation of phosphorus trichloride is P4 plus 6Cl2 gives rise to 4PCl3. And here, while coming to the phosphorus pentachloride, what is laboratory method? How to prepare PCl5 in laboratory? How to prepare PCl5 in laboratory means simple one reaction was there already. How to prepare PCl3 in lab? lab. P4 plus 6Cl2 gives rise to PCl3. Same PCl3 plus Cl2 gives rise to what it is? PCl5. This is a laboratory method. Laboratory method, the preparation of phosphorus pentachloride from phosphorus trichloride only. Phosphorus trichloride is treated with excess of chlorine. Phosphorus trichloride is treated with excess of chlorine, gives rise to phosphorus pentachloride. Phosphorus is treated with chlorine, gives rise to phosphorus trichloride. Clear it is. So, my dear students, make a note regarding these two equations. PCl3 from phosphorus plus chlorine gives rise to PCl3, that is a laboratory method. While coming to the PCl3 plus Cl2 gives rise to PCl5, it is also laboratory method. Both two laboratory methods are two different compounds. One is phosphorus trichloride, second one is phosphorus pentachloride. And while coming to this phosphorus trichloride, it is oil like liquid, I said it is, and it is yellow powder it is. Phosphorus pentachloride is just like as an yellow powder, and both are having what smell it is? Pungent smell. Both are having pungent smell. Because of once you read this concept, comparison is very important. Comparison. How to prepare, what are the general preparations, what are the general properties we have to compare with respect to PCl3 versus PCl5. So, yellow color powder and pungent smell, and this PCl5 dissolved in water, PCl5 dissolved in water, what you will get here? POCl3 plus HCl, POCl3 plus 2HCl, PCl5 dissolved in water, PCl5 dissolved in water gives rise to POCl3 plus HCl. POCl3 is called as phosphoryl chloride or phosphorus oxychloride, and this phosphoryl chloride further reacts with water molecules, further dissolved with water molecules, and to formation of H3PO4. This is very important, my dear students. Make a note to this. H3PO4. H3PO4 is called as phosphoric acid, and formation of hydrogen chloride. So, while adding these two equations, what you will get? PCl5 plus 5H2O gives rise to H3PO4 plus 5HCl. Clear it is. 5 2s are 10, 5 plus 3 8. POCl3 plus 4H2O, H3PO4 plus 3HCl, 4H2O, 4 2s are 8. 8 here 3 plus 3 6, then it is 5, PCl3 3Cl, 3Cl, POCl3 plus 4H2O plus 1H2, 5H2O, 5 2s are 10, 5H, 3H. PCl5, 5H2O, 5 2s are 10, 3, 5HCl, POCl3, 4H2O, 3 2s are 6, 3H2O. Right. So, here PCl5 plus 4H2O gives rise to H3PO4 plus 5HCl. So, it is very important. This compound is called as phosphoric acid. So, my dear students, make a note, this reaction was very important when phosphorus pentachloride is dissolved in water. When phosphorus pentachloride is dissolved in water, it produces which type of acid it is? Phosphoric acid. Molecular formula of phosphoric acid is H3PO4. H3PO4 is phosphoric acid. So, here suppose if the compound is PCl3, then you consider PCl3 plus H2O, 3H2O gives rise to H3PO3. H3PO3 is called as phosphorus acid. phosphorus acid. So my dear students, make a note, both are considered as orthophosphoric acid, orthophosphorus acid. Molecular formulas are very important. Phosphorus acid, PCl3 dissolved in water, PCl3 dissolved in water liberate orthophosphorus acid. While coming to the PCl5, PCl5 dissolved in water, PCl5 dissolved in water gives rise to what? Orthophosphoric acid, us acid, ic acid. If you consider any type of acid, that particular acid was ends by us or ic. Acetic acid, formic acid, benzoic acid, hydrochloric acid, hydrobromic acid, sulfuric acid, sulfurous acid, phosphoric acid, phosphorus acid, bromous acid, bromic acid. So any acid you consider, either us or ic we will get. Us acids are weak, ic acids are strong. This point keep in your mind, my dear students. Us acids are weak, while going to the ic acids are strong. And here we will get H3PO4, phosphoric acid, H3PO3, phosphorus acid. Both are said to be orthophosphoric acid, orthophosphorus acid, orthophosphoric acid and orthophosphorus acid. So here this will be the general reactions regarding phosphorus pentachloride. So phosphorus is treated with chlorine, gives rise to phosphorus trichloride. This is a laboratory method. While phosphorus pentachloride, PCl3 directly combined with excess of chlorine gives rise to PCl5. This is also a laboratory method for the phosphorus pentachloride, and phosphorus pentachloride is yellow color powder, while going to the phosphorus trichloride is oil like liquid, and both are having pungent smell. And PCl3 dissolved in water gives rise to us acid, PCl5 dissolved in water gives rise to ic acid. That us and ic acids are said to be phosphorus acid, phosphoric acid, phosphorus acid, phosphoric acid. And next some more reactions are there regarding this. After completion of this, next oxy acids are there. Oxy acids are important for examination point of view. So before starting oxy acids, we should finish some more chemical reactions are there regarding this. So PCl5 plus 4H2O gives rise to H3PO4 plus 5HCl. Clear it is. PCl5 plus 4H2O gives rise to H3PO4 plus 5HCl. H3PO4 is called as you know that orthophosphoric acid. Orthophosphoric acid. On strong heating of PCl5, it decomposes to PCl3 plus liberate which gas? Cl2 gas. On strong heating of PCl5, it decomposes to liberate chlorine gas. And we know that this PCl5 is act as a chlorinating agent, and it is used in the synthesis of many organic compounds. Many organic compounds means already we know that in morning we discussed regarding this C2H5OH, PCl5 plus C2H5OH, PCl5 plus C2H5OH. Already we know that break this OH, remove H and Cl, and C2H5Cl. So instead of that, if you are getting confusion regarding this, if we should write like this: C2H5OH plus PCl5. What is PCl5? Imagine this is a trigonal bipyramidal shape. Imagine it is trigonal bipyramidal shape. Removal of HCl from this, removal of C2H5Cl from this. So what will be the left, my dear students, here? POCl3. POCl3. See this reaction. POCl3 will be the final compound. So here the answer will be the C2H5Cl plus SO2, C2H5Cl plus HCl plus POCl3, phosphorus oxychloride or phosphoryl chloride. So this reaction also we discussed in morning in previous class, that is with respect to PCl3. With respect to PCl3, already I said that it is C2H5OH. How many molecules? 3 molecules. C2H5OH, 3 molecules plus PCl3. Simple, you should remove this part. OH taken thrice P. OH taken thrice P. OH taken thrice, P is called as H3PO3. What is H3PO3? Phosphorus acid. What is remaining? C2H5Cl3. How many Cls? 3 Cls. So C2H5Cl, C2H5, C2H5. So 3 molecules C2H5, 3 atoms Cl. So what will be the answer is 3 C2H5Cl, ethyl chloride. So this comparison, we have to notice this comparison while practice this equations. Phosphorus trichloride is a compound, then answer will be the phosphorus acid, we will get phosphorus acid, formation of ethyl chloride. Here also formation of ethyl chloride, both are same, but what is difference means, in this case we will get phosphorus acid, while phosphorus pentachloride is there, in this case we will get hydrochloric acid as well as phosphorus oxychloride or phosphoryl chloride. Clear it is. So make a note, this was very important, because of this type of reactions if you have practiced, these are useful for organic chemistry also. Clear it is. So here while dissolved in water it liberates ic acid, and strong heating it decomposes to liberate chlorine gas. When it is treated with ethyl alcohol it gives rise to alkyl halide. Alkyl halide it is nothing but alkyl chloride, ethyl chloride, and some more reactions are there regarding this phosphorus pentachloride. After that we will discuss about oxy acids of phosphorus. That will be the last topic regarding in this 15th year group elements. So here one more reaction also there, PCl5 plus CH3COOH. Break this bond here, H required 1 Cl, HCl, CH3CO required 1 Cl, CH3COCl. What is left here? PCl3 will be left, and that PCl3 is combined with oxygen gives rise to POCl3. So what will be the answer is CH3COCl plus POCl3 plus HCl. Clear? My dear students, make a note, this is acetic acid. Phosphorus pentachloride treated with acetic acid. What is answer is acetyl chloride. Phosphorus trichloride treated with acetic acid. How many acetic acids we required? 3 molecules. What will be the answer? 3 molecules CH3COCl plus H3PO3. Phosphorus trichloride, 3 molecules C2H5OH. What is the answer? C2H5Cl plus H3PO3. If phosphorus pentachloride plus C2H5OH, what is the answer here? C2H5Cl as it is, but here POCl3 plus HCl. See this. These two are same cadre reactions. These two are same cadre reactions. Clear it is. So practice these reactions. These are the reactions what you observed in phosphorus pentachloride, and this phosphorus pentachloride is also treated with finely divided metals. What are the finely divided metals means? Let us consider Sn. Sn plus PCl5 gives rise to SnCl4, stannic chloride. SnCl4 is stannic chloride, and formation of PCl3. SnCl4 plus formation of PCl3 it is. And sometimes instead of Sn you consider silver plus PCl5 gives rise to AgCl, silver chloride plus formation of PCl3. These are the active metals, silver and stannum. These active metals, finely divided active metals, finely divided metals, stannum or silver is treated with phosphorus pentachloride. It gives rise to their halides, their chlorides, stannic chloride, silver chloride, stannic chloride, silver chloride. So these are the chemical reactions with respect to the phosphorus pentachloride, and it is act as a chlorinating agent, and it is a yellow color powder. And this phosphorus pentachloride, shape of the molecule we have to discuss. Before the discussion of shape, once you revise these reactions, PCl5 plus acetic acid, acetyl chloride it is, acetyl chloride, PCl5 plus acetic ethyl alcohol, ethyl chloride, acetyl chloride, phosphoryl chloride, phosphorus acid, not phosphoric acid, phosphorus acid. Clear it is. And next one is a discussion of next one is a discussion regarding structure of phosphorus pentachloride. After the structure, next is oxyacids. So here, once we discuss the structure of phosphorus pentachloride, PCl5, it is a central atom undergoes sp3 dehybridization, and shape of the molecule is trigonal bipyramidal. My dear students, make a note, it is trigonal bipyramidal shape, and here trigonal bipyramidal shape, you should draw like this, and draw one triangle like this, and it is chlorine, 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 it is phosphorus. These three chlorines are E. E is said to be equatorial. E is called as 3 PCl equatorial bonds, equatorial, and the remaining 2 chlorines like this. This is trigonal bipyramidal. These 2 chlorines are considered as axial. So 2 types of bonds takes place in PCl5. Total number of PCl5 bonds, 5 PCl bonds. Out of this 5 PCl bonds, 3 will be the 3 PCl bonds are equatorial, remaining 2 PCl bonds axial. So my dear students, make a note, this is 3 PCl bonds are equatorial, remaining 2 PCl bonds are axial, and what the difference between this equatorial versus axial? All 5 PCl bonds are not equal. All 5 PCl bonds are not equivalent. All 5 PCl bonds are not equivalent. Axial PCl bonds are larger than equatorial PCl bonds. Clear it is. Axial PCl bonds are larger than equatorial PCl bonds. So this particular point was given in your text, underlined in your text, because of these axial bonds are suffering with repulsions. It is bond pair repulsions takes place, suffering for the repulsions. Due to that they are far away. They are far away with this, far away for this. Clear it is. So axial PCl bonds are larger than equatorial PCl bonds. All 5 PCl bonds are not equivalent. All 5 PCl bonds are not equivalent. Clear it is. While going to the PCl3, already we know that PCl3 is like this pyramidal structure, we know this. Here bond angle nearly 100.6 degrees it is. Pyramidal structure with one bond pair, 3 bond pairs with 1 lone pair. While going to the pH3, already we said that is bond angle nearly 93 degrees. pH3 phosphine we discussed in previous class, bond angle is 93 degrees. pH3 bond angle 93 degrees, while it is same pH3 also like this pyramidal structure only, and bond angle is 93 degrees. And what the difference between this pH3 versus PCl3 means, here chlorine size will be large, it is steric indense. Due to the steric indense, repulsions takes place. Here hydrogen size will be small, due to that reason bond angle is 93, like this, bond angle 93. While coming to the chlorine, chlorine size large, so repulsions takes place, due to that bond angle increases compared to pH3 to PCl3. While coming to the PCl5, already trigonal bipyramidal shape, it is 5 PCl bonds are not equivalent, 3 PCl bonds are equatorial PCl bonds, remaining 2 PCl bonds are axial PCl bonds. Axial PCl bonds are larger or longer than equatorial PCl bonds, due to the suffering, that is axial bonds are suffers. Clear it is. And this was information regarding phosphorus pentachloride. Clear it is. So preparation properties and uses of phosphorus pentachloride and structure also we discussed. And last topic in this unit, that is oxyacids of phosphorus. And oxyacids of phosphorus, we expect one question for entrance, because we have to practice the structures. Structure practice are very, very important, and how to revise the structures, very, very important, that is. Make a note, my dear students. So last one is oxyacids of phosphorus. So here phosphorus form 2 oxyacid series. Two series of oxyacids. Two series of oxyacids means one is a us series. Second one is a ic series. Us acid series, ic acid series. Whatever the us series or ic series, the phosphorus is tetrahedral. Phosphorus atom is tetrahedral atom it is, and while drawing the structure of us series or ic series, compulsory here one PO bond takes place. While drawing the structure, one PO bond takes place at least, and one POH bond. One PO bond and one PH bond takes place. Addition of this one PO bond and one PH bond, addition of this one PO bond and one PH bond, either PP bond or PH bond, any one also takes place while drawing the structure of us acid series or ic acid series. Clear? Oxyacids of phosphorus ready to form two types of oxyacid series. One is us acid series, second one is ic acid series. Any series, these are the common conditions. Compulsory one PO bond, one PH bond. Addition of one PO bond, one POH bond. If it is necessary, it require PP bond or PH bond, any one. PP bond or PH bond takes place. So here, according to this information, you have to make a note, my dear students. This was very important. If hydrogen is directly connected to phosphorus, hydrogen is directly connected to phosphorus, this type of compounds are called as reducing agents. Strongest reducing agents it is. Hydrogen atom directly connected to phosphorus atom is said to be strong reducing agents. These hydrogens are not ionizable. These hydrogens are not ionizable. Which hydrogens are ionizable? These hydrogens only ionizable. POH bond hydrogens only, POH bond hydrogens only ionizable. Clear it is. POH bond hydrogens only ionizable. How many POH bonds are there? That is deciding factor for basicity. So remember, this is very important. Number of OH, number of POH bonds. Clear it is. Basicity. Number of POH bonds is a deciding factor for basicity. Number of pH bonds is deciding factor for reducing agents. More pH bonds, strong reducing agents. Less pH, less number of pH bonds, weak reducing agent. No pH bonds, that is not reducing agent. Clear? POH bond is called as ionizable. Hydrogen ionizable takes place from only POH bond. So make a note, my dear students, all oxyacid series, phosphorus atom undergoes tetrahedral geometry, and in this example, once we should draw the structure, it is mandatory for to note it is mandatory to draw one PO bond and one OH bond, and next if we required PP bond and PH bond also we should draw according to the oxidation numbers. So let us consider what are that. So here first series is called as us acid series. Us acid series, it is 1 above 1. In this one, hypophosphorus acid. Hypophosphorus acid. Second one is orthophosphorus acid. Third one is pyrophosphorus acid. My dear students, make a note, these are very important. Hypophosphorus acid, orthophosphorus acid, pyrophosphorus acid. Hypophosphorus, orthophosphorus, pyrophosphorus. What are the molecular formulas? Simple here. H3PO2. H3PO2 is called as hypophosphorus. Next, H3PO3, orthophosphorus. H4P2O5, pyrophosphorus. So my dear students, make a note, these are very important examples because these are all act as reducing agents. These all are act as reducing agents means in these structures hydrogen atom is directly attached to the phosphorus. Compulsory we required one PO bond, one POH bond. Along with PO, POH, if we required, if it is compulsory, then we should add a PH or PP bond. Clear it is. So, hypophosphorus H3PO2, orthophosphorus H3PO3, pyrophosphorus H4P2O5. Then hypophosphorus. In this hypophosphorus, see this hypophosphorus. What is oxidation number of phosphorus? Oxidation number of phosphorus is +1. Here oxidation number of phosphorus 3 to the 6, 6 minus 3 plus 3. Here oxidation number of phosphorus, oxygen -2, 5 to the 10, 10 minus 4, 6, 6 by 2 plus 3. So these are the oxidation numbers. Oxidation number of hypophosphorus, orthophosphorus and pyrophosphorus. These are the oxidation numbers. And here how to draw the structures? How to draw the structures? Simple here. Compulsory we require one PO bond, one POH bond. Let us consider this first example. First example we should write it is one POH and one PO bond. See this. One POH bond, one PO bond, it is compulsory. One POH bond and one PO bond is compulsory. And formula is HPO2. HPO2. But formula is what? H3PO2. H3PO2. H3PO2 means already two oxygens are over. While drawing like this, two oxygen atoms are over. After remaining HPO2, still we require two hydrogen atoms. The two hydrogen atoms you should draw like this. H. This is a strong reducing agent. Strong reducing agent. Strong reducing agent, see the structure. Two hydrogen atoms are directly attached to the phosphorus. Compulsory, first you keep in your mind, first you should draw this one. One PO bond, one POH bond. After that, what is formula? Formula HPO2. What is required? H3PO2 we required. Already we will get the formula we required H3PO2. We will get what? HPO2. What is remaining? Two hydrogens are left. Two hydrogens are left means we should directly attach the hydrogens to like that. Clear it is. So it is hypophosphorus. Hypophosphorus acid is act as strong reducing agent. What is the reason strong reducing agent? Because of two hydrogen atoms are directly attached to the phosphorus atom. Two hydrogen atoms are directly attached to the phosphorus atom. Clear it is. And how to prepare this compound in the general, this compound how to prepare means this is the preparation of this compound is simple. We know phosphine preparation. Phosphorus, white phosphorus is treated with sodium hydroxide. White phosphorus is treated with sodium hydroxide solution, then you will get the compound. Clear it is. So here, my dear students, once you make a note regarding these points, after making notes these points, we can easy to draw the structures of different type of compounds. Clear it is. One PO bond compulsory, one POH bond compulsory. So according to the availability, you can substitute PP bond, PH bond. Reducing agent, PH bond is called as reducing agent. POH bond is ionizable, hydrogen ionizable from POH bond. This only the deciding factor for basicity. So here I should erase this one because of so first again once again we should go through systematic pattern. So number one is H3PO2 hypo phosphorus acid plus one oxidation state, P double bond O and a single bond OH. It is compulsory. First drawing like this, P double bond O single bond OH. After drawing this, then you should write hydrogen. It is a reducing agent and preparation is white phosphorus plus NaOH. NaOH instead of NaOH they should cite alkali. White phosphorus is treated with sodium hydroxide. White phosphorus is treated with sodium hydroxide, we will get this compound. Clear? This is called as hypophosphorus acid. Oxidation number of phosphorus is +1. In this example, 2 hydrogen atoms are directly attached to the phosphorus. So, it is said to be strong reducing agent. Strong reducing agent. Followed by second example is H3PO3. It is orthophosphorus. Oxidation number is +3. How to draw the structure? Compulsory P double bond O single bond OH. HPO2. HPO2 was over. What is formula? H3PO3 formula. What is over here? HPO2, PP over O2, H over what is remaining? H2O remaining. H2O remaining means oxygen individual not takes place already, 1 PO bond only. Clear? Each phosphorus required 1 PO bond. Then here again 1 OH and 1 H. See this. This was a structure. This was a technique to draw the structure of the compound. So it is how many OH groups it is? 1 OH monobasic. Here number of OH groups? 2 OH groups dibasic. Phosphorus acid is dibasic. Hypophosphorus acid is monobasic. Orthophosphorus acid is dibasic. Clear it is? Number of OH groups, 2 OH groups, and only one hydrogen is directly attached to this phosphorus. While coming to this here, 2 hydrogen atoms are attached to this phosphorus. So it is strong reducing agent and this is weak reducing agent. Compared to first example, it is weak reducing agent. And how to prepare this compound is P2O3 dissolved in water. P2O3 dissolved in water will get this compound. Phosphorus trioxide dissolved in water will get phosphorus acid. Which phosphorus acid? Orthophosphorus acid, or different type of preparations already we discussed in previous. Clear? Orthophosphorus acid in PCl5, PCl3 is treated with acetic acid, or PCl3 is treated with ethyl alcohol. We will get the compound is H3PO3, orthophosphorus acid. And while going to the third example is H4P2O5. H4P2O5 is called as pyrophosphorus acid. Oxidation number is +3. And what about the structure of pyrophosphorus acid structure? So here, how many phosphorus atoms are there, my dear students? 2 phosphorus atoms. Each phosphorus double bond O, OH, PO bond, OH. See this, P double bond O, single bond OH, P double bond O, single bond OH. It is HPO2, HPO2, addition of this H2P2O4, then what is formula? H4P2O5, so H4P2O5, H2P2O4, then what is remaining? H2O, here also H2O remaining. So while adding this Still we required what I said in starting, addition of PO bond, POH bond. If we required, we can use either PH bond or PP bond, not both, either PH bond or PP bond. So here we should write one H here, one H here and one oxygen here. Clear it is. So draw the structure, my dear students, it is very, very important. This is called as pyrophosphorus acid. Pyrophosphorus acid is also dibasic, 2 POH bonds, 2 PO bonds, 1 POP bond and 2 PH bonds. It is also dibasic, it is also strong reducing agent, and it is prepared from PCl3 treated with H3PO3. How to prepare this compound means PCl3 treated with H3PO3 gives rise to H4P2O5, pyrophosphorus acid. Preparation of hypophosphorus acid, phosphorus plus NaOH or alkali gives hypophosphorus, and phosphorus trioxide dissolved in water, orthophosphorus. Phosphorus trichloride dissolved in phosphorus acid gives rise to pyrophosphorus acid. So clear it is. So these three are belongs to US acid series, US. And next was make a note, my dear students, draw the structure. This was very, very important. Here POP bond takes place, and POH double bond O, POH double bond O. If more than one phosphorus atom is there, simple you took 2 phosphorus atoms individual and upside double bond O, downside OH. Then you will get idea about that. Clear it is. So here after this next one is ic acid series. While going to the ic acid series, while going to the ic acid series, number one is hypophosphoric. Formula is H4P2O6. H4P2O6. Hypophosphoric. Next one is orthophosphoric, H3PO4. Next is pyrophosphoric, H4P2O7. Next is metaphosphoric, HPO3. And last is peroxophosphoric, H3PO5. These 5 are belongs to ic acid series. This is not in syllabus. Hypophosphoric, orthophosphoric, pyrophosphoric, metaphosphoric, peroxophosphoric. So here number of oxygen 6. 6 into 2 12. 12 minus 4 8. 12 minus 4 how much it is? 8. 8 by 2 4. Here plus 4 oxidation state of phosphorus. Here 4 to the 8, 8 minus 3 plus 5, 7 to the 14, 14 minus 4 10, 10 by 2 plus 5, 3 to the 6, 6 minus 1 plus 5. Here 5 to the 10, 10 minus 3, 8 we will get, but this is an example for peroxy bond. So it is also oxidation number is plus 5 only, it is due to the presence of peroxy linkage. So here hypophosphoric, orthophosphoric, pyrophosphoric, metaphosphoric, peroxophosphoric. These 5 examples are belongs to ic acid series. Starting 3, hypophosphorus, orthophosphorus, pyrophosphorus, H3PO2, H3PO3, H4P2O5. Once again see this, hypo H3PO2, ortho H3PO3, pyro H4P2O5. These are us. These are clear. And here it is one OH group. Here two OH groups. Here also two OH groups. These all are act as strong reducing agents because hydrogen atoms are directly attached to the phosphorus atom. While coming to the ic acid series, there is no such type of facility. Clear it is. These are not act as reducing agents. And what will be the structure we have to discuss now. So first one is a hypophosphoric. After that orthophosphoric, pyrophosphoric. So formula of hypophosphoric is H4P2O6. Oxidation number is +4. And what is structure is P double bond O OH, 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 and there is no scope to draw the single bond hydrogen for this because of these are not act as reducing agents. So here still we required 2 phosphorus atoms are over, 1, 2, 3, 4 oxygen atoms are over, 2 hydrogen atoms are over, and still we required 2 hydrogens, 2 oxygens. So you should make one bond here, and this is one OH group and this is one OH group. This was the structure of hypophosphoric acid, POH. How many POH bonds? 4 POH bonds, 2 PO bonds, 1 PP bond. 4 POH bonds, 2 PO bonds and 1 PP bond takes place in hypophosphoric acid. Clear it is. There is no scope of drawing of whatever mentioned that single bond H because these are not reducing agents. And it was prepared from red phosphorus plus alkali. Red phosphorus plus alkali gives rise to hypophosphoric acid, and number of OH groups here 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is tetrabasic. So it is tetrabasic. Clear it is. And the next one going to second one, orthophosphoric. So orthophosphoric molecular formula H3PO5, H3PO4, oxidation number +5, POOH. POOH is common. So HPO2 it is. HPO2 means still we require 2 oxygens, 2 hydrogens. 2 oxygens, 2 hydrogens, we should draw like this, OH, OH. Number of OH groups, 3 OH groups. So it is also tribasic. And P2O5 dissolved in water gives rise to H3PO4. And it is which basic? Tribasic acid. Basicity is 3. 3 OH groups are there. See this one, OH, 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 and double bond O. In this ic acid series, there is no connection of phosphorus hydrogen. Only us acid series, the connection will be there. Clear it is. That is an important point. Make a note, my dear students, because by that only we have to differentiate this. And next one is the third one. We should go to third one is pyrophosphoric. Pyrophosphoric formula is H4P2O7. It is also oxidation number +5. Already this is H4P2O6. H4P2O6, between these 2 phosphorus you substitute 1 oxygen. Between these 2 phosphorus atoms you substitute 1 oxygen, then you will get like this POP, OH, OH, double bond O, OH, OH. So it is also tetrabasic. And how to prepare this compound means heat of phosphoric acid. Heat H3PO4. Heat phosphoric acid, you will get this compound. Heat phosphoric acid, you will get pyrophosphoric acid. Clear? Simple, just here PP bond is there. Instead of PP bond here, POP bond. POP bond takes place. So here I forgot it is P double bond O. We should write like this. Clear? So these 3 are the hypophosphoric, orthophosphoric, pyrophosphoric. And after this, next choice goes to metaphosphoric. Metaphosphoric is not exist in monomeric form. Metaphosphoric is exist in polymeric, cyclometaphosphoric or polymeric chain. Polymeric chain means I will show the structure, how to draw the structure of metaphosphoric acid. So here, so once you make a note regarding this, so after that just a minute, I will show that metaphosphoric acid is not exist in monomeric form, it is available in polymeric forms, that is cyclometaphosphoric, polymetaphosphoric. Cyclometaphosphoric, polymetaphosphoric, HPO3 is available in two forms. One is the cyclometaphosphoric, second one is polymetaphosphoric. See this POP See this, my dear students, this is called as the cyclometaphosphoric. In this cyclometaphosphoric, see POP bond, POP bond, POP bond, 3 POP bonds, 3 PO bonds, 3 POH bonds. So this formula we should write HPO3 taken thrice. HPO3 taken thrice. Clear it is. HPO3 taken thrice, we should write this one. Or we should consider polymetaphosphoric means we should draw like this: P double bond O, single bond OH, here O you connect O, again P double bond O, single bond OH, again P double bond O, single bond OH. Like this connectivity you observe, this is called as polymetaphosphoric. So metaphosphoric acid is available in like this, and general structure of metaphosphoric acid we should write like this: P double bond O, then number of oxygens 3 will be there. 2 PO bonds are not possible. So due to that we should write like this: H1, 2, 3. So only one PO bond is there. Due to that it is not exist in monomeric. So it is exist as polymeric form, and it is prepared by H3PO3. H3PO3 plus Br2 heated in sealed tube. Heated in sealed tube, you will get this metaphosphoric acid. So these 4 acids are said to be ic acid series, and one more acid also there, that is H3PO5. H3PO5 is called as peroxophosphoric acid. Peroxophosphoric acid, you should observe the structure for this peroxophosphoric acid. You should draw like this, H3 P 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This bond is called as, which bond, my dear students? It is peroxy bond. Oxidation number is -1. Oxidation number -1. So this is +1. So this is about oxalic acids of phosphorus, and lower oxidation number. Lower oxidation number of oxy acids act as reducing agents, and lower oxidation number of oxy acids are undergoes disproportionation. Already we know that H3PO3 oxidation number +3, disproportionation to H3PO4 oxidation number +5, and formation of phosphine. Make a note, this reaction was very important, my dear students. Lower oxidation number of oxy acids undergoes disproportionation, and direct pH bonds present in which structure, those are act as strong reducing agents. Because of this hypophosphorus, I said hypophosphorus. So you observe this, make a note or draw the structures, and hypophosphorus, suppose hypophosphorus acid is act as a strong reducing agent. Hypophosphorus acid is act as strong reducing agent. It reduces benzene diazonium chloride to benzene. Already you know this reaction, benzene diazonium chloride, C6H5Cl plus H3PO2 plus H2O gives rise to C6H6. C6H6 is the benzene, and it's combined with Cl, HCl, and this oxygen goes to this, then we will get H3PO3. This reaction was there in your NCERT text, organic chemistry, amines, diazonium salts. So here hypophosphorus acid act as a strongest reducing agent. It reduces benzene diazonium chloride to benzene. Benzene diazonium chloride to benzene. Suppose the compound is silver nitrate is there, AgNO3, you should add H3PO2. H3PO2. Then silver nitrate reduces to what it is? Silver, and formation of HNO3. Formation of what it is? HNO3 it is. So here this type of reactions are there and in this example we will get H3PO2 is converted into H3PO4. So these two reactions are evidence for reducing agent of H3PO2. H3PO2 only one hydrogen ionizable, H3PO2. Due to that, in preparation of phosphine we should write NaH2PO2. NaH2, only you should remove one hydrogen from this, substitute one Na, then remaining H2PO2. What is PO2 means? Hypophosphite. PO2 is called as what? Hypophosphite, sodium hypophosphite. It reduces silver nitrate to silver, it reduces benzene diazonium chloride, sorry, it is N2Cl, benzene diazonium chloride to benzene. It reduces benzene diazonium chloride to benzene direct, single step it is, single step conversion. H3PO2 is converted to H3PO3. So these are the importance of these oxy acids, and make a note, differentiate between us acid series and ic acid series. I hope you understood. Clear? I wish you all the best, and followed by next class onwards I would like to discuss about that 16th A group elements, that is oxygen family. So stay with us, be safe, be happy. Thank you.